Hey there, good peoples. It's your man DMW 247 just coming through to drop a little jewel or two, and just pretty much just put out here what I'm getting into for the new year. We a month into year 2022, and I have been as of last year I've been on the road to transitioning into a self-sustaining way of life. Now, by doing so, the number one goal is to really set a goal and to figure out what I want to do with myself. So I pretty much got a few good solid leads that I'm situating right now, and I'm really just figuring out through educating myself on how to best achieve these goals. Now, what I've been doing, for the last month or so is really just enjoying my time away from working for somebody else. And by doing so, it's allowed me to really see what life is like when I'm just dealing with me, my family, and using my time the way I choose to use it. Now, to begin with, the only reason I was able to do that was because I set myself up through, saving. You know what I mean? By saving a few dollars, putting away a little rainy day fund, I was able to, sustain myself and my family throughout this last month. And taking care of bills, finances, that way I have a peace of mind along this journey. Now, with this journey, what I've been tailed and doing is, first of all, I've been building a library. You're finding books that I can read that can help elevate my mindset, elevate my skill set as well. Now, with doing so, I've had an opportunity, to come across some good titles. And what I want to bring to you right now, just to start off with, is called The Power of Positive Thinking. It's the ultimate goal to finding success and happiness in life. Let that sink in for a second. Because as a black man in this country, there's a lot of opportunities for me to say, I can't do anything. I'm being held back. I'm being pretty much, just keep it a buck. I'm being oppressed. I'm not going for that. That's not my style. It's not my mindset. That's not how I move through life. I never have. You know what I'm saying? Whether I was up or I was down. But with this, what I'm doing by coming across this book, what it's been able to allow me to do is to really focus my mind on thinking positively and things that I could train myself to do to keep myself in a positive mindset. Because what I've learned from reading this literature is that, in life, things happen. You reach obstacles, you have roadblocks. But if you're a person that thinks negatively, or you look if you look at situations in a negative light, what ends up happening is you end up manifesting to the negative side of things. Whereas when you do run into a problem or a roadblock, you're not looking to problem solve. You're looking to blame and excuse your way into more of the same situation. Now, this book, it was a free read. I picked it up on a website because, like I said, I've been looking to get involved in businesses. And, once you put yourself into that algorithm, things come your way. Some of them, most of them are not really useful. But if you got a little bit of sense and you know what you're looking for, you can pick through the nonsense and you can find what you need. So I found this book, and it has a quote in it, and this is the end of the book, but it really drew up and brought the whole thing to a good closing. And what it said was, the best thing you can do to overcome this negativity is with a triple dose of positivity. You simply tell yourself that you are strong enough and have the confidence to win. This way you will focus on the nitty-gritty of your performance in the ring. Now, we can equate the ring to life. Let's, because they want to equate to a boxing analogy, but it all works the same. By tapping into the well of positive thinking, attitude, attributes, and skills, you become unstoppable in and outside of the ring. That is what life is all about. Positivity for happiness and satisfaction. Now, like I said, I'm normally a positive thinker. Like, I don't worry about a lot of things. I leave that for the wife, you know what I'm saying? As for me, I look to look for what's a positive thing in any circumstance. Like I said, I'm unemployed for like a month. But I'm not here stressing, I'm not depressed or none of that. What I'm doing is using my time effectively to figure out how can I move from this stage of life and this situation into one whereas I'm not only free of being employed, but I'm also finding a way to compensate myself with my freedom, through my freedom. So hence that's what I've been doing. I've been developing some plans and businesses that I know that I'm passionate about, and things that will translate into the real world, whereas I'll be able to, make money, sustain my family, and at the same time be able to enjoy what I'm doing. Because they say if you enjoy what you're doing, it's not work. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to work hard. I'm looking to work smart in life. And if I can get into something that I'm interested in, that I can bring to the world, and at the same time compensate myself with it through developing the skills and talents needed to achieve and exceed in this field, here you go. So that's one thing that I've been doing that's keeping me on a positive track. Next thing what I've been doing is I've got, I got not a vision board per se, but I have daily affirmations that I put forth. I write them down actually daily. So by writing them down, I'm reinforcing them, and I'm also training my mind. And what the mind conceives, the body can achieve. So by training my mind in these thoughts, I'm going to, at some point in the near future, manifest these things, and it's going to lead me into the state of where I want to be, which is, like I said, to be self-employed and not barely getting by, but succeeding and going higher and above the call of duty. So yeah, it's all about, for me right now, is changing the mindset, which is not even changing it so much, but it's really pinpointing the areas in which I need to excel in and develop. Because any muscle, the brain is a muscle, and you gotta develop it. And I'm a man of a certain age. I'm not a spring chicken, as you can see, but you know what? I still got life in my body. I still got breath in my lungs. So that means every day that I wake up, I can shoot for whatever goals I have, if it's 1 step or 2 steps. But I'm not looking to hold myself back and be my worst enemy. But that's just it, man. That's just a little thing I want to drop on y'all through there, as far as, setting yourself up. Develop a library. You can look, it's a lot of free books, there's a lot of ebooks out there. Some of them may cost you, but there's a lot of free literature. It may not be the holy grail, but it's things out there that you can utilize that can help put you on the path to where you need to go. So I've been, like I tell my wife, and she laughs, I'm saying, I'm attending YouTube University. And it's not for the junk food, because we all need a little entertainment in life, but there are a lot of useful things that you can look into. That's on YouTube. There's a lot of people that's putting out information for you that you can utilize. Now, like I said, you may not get the holy grail, but there's always something out there that you can add to your category, add to your bag of tricks that can help you reach where you want to go. So with that, developing business ventures. And I've got 3, because they say most successful entrepreneurs, they find a way to have three streams of income. One of them that I'm looking to get into is going to be a hard, marketable skill. Now, right now, I'm also, like I said, getting the skills that I need to develop them and to put me in a position where I can excel. The other 2 are passive streams of income. I'm not going to divulge those right now, but at some point I will, because along this journey I want to bring the people along, those of you that follow me. And right now I got a small subscription list, but it is what it is, Never despise the small beginnings. So I'm not. I start off with my little 17 subscribers, and I'll grow them as they grow, and then from there, the sky's the limit. It is what it is. So building a library, that's another good thing, because like I said, literature is always information. You're never too old to stop learning. So by building a library of things that you can fall back on, that can help enhance the mind, develop your skills, it's all bonus. And the important thing out of all of it, not just obtaining information, making plans, is that you got to be proactive. Each day you got to set up a time, whether it's a half an hour, whatever it takes, whatever you feel is going to be spent productively. Be proactive. Do something that's going to push you in a position, put you a step closer. That's what I'm saying. Every journey begins with 1 step, so you can't, hold yourself back from making a step. Make that step. Get off the couch, get out, experience something, but do it and be proactive about it. That way you know that every step you make towards reaching that goal is a step closer. One step at a time, because we only got one day at a time. So let's make it count. Now that's just some of my things that I'm using, that I'm implementing in my life to get me where I need to be. And I hope that if I said anything out here or on here that you can use, feel free to use it and get a step closer. Because I've come a long way in my life. Give me a second. I have come a long way. I spent a lot of my life, you know what I'm saying, making bad decisions, which resulted in bad outcomes, which pretty much held me back from reaching my potential. But I'm not here to, I'm not going to, how do I say this? I'm not going to relish in those mistakes. I don't have any regrets, but I'm not going to relish in the mistakes that I've made. But what I can do, because I've been given a breath of life today, is an opportunity for me to move forward. You know what I'm saying? I got rid of some habits that was holding me back. Number one, I was, you know what I'm saying, into the drugs and the alcohol. At this point, I'm 1,035 days clean and sober. And that's not me, that's due to my higher power, who God is my maker. He has allowed me to get to this stage, so I cannot take credit for it. What I can't take credit for is making that first step towards realizing that those attitudes, those behaviors were not benefiting me at all. Number two, by doing that, like I said, I've been able to set myself up in a small way financially, whereas I'm not restricted on what I can do at this stage, being in between employment. Because maybe I might have to go back to a job, but in the same token, by me going back to that job, it's not me going back to that job to make it a career. It's a stepping stone. Now, I don't tell the bosses that on my interview or that, because that's my secret. But like I said, I got to use the things that I put in front of me as stepping stones. So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, the importance of being proactive is very good, because plans without actions is a waste of time. Those are pretty much what you want to call dreams. And if you're chasing dreams, then you're doing something. But if you're just dreaming, then you're wasting time. So that's just the heavy stuff on this content. But I want to get into some current events, because what's going on right now, and this the seriousness of the topic, and this also comes with the choices and decisions. I'm from New York City. I'm from Brooklyn, to be exact. You know what I'm saying? And the way it's looking from the leadership that we got, they don't care about us, and we know this. Politicians, police officers, whoever have it, our leaders don't care about us. All they care about, in my opinion, is elevating themselves and sustaining their legacies and their families. So we as individuals out here in this world have to put ourselves in a position to strive and succeed. But what I want to get to is the fact that, look, the situation with the police right now, because police got a big target on their back, and for some of them it's warranted, but for the most it's not. And what happens is, because these police are being targeted, like within the first month, we've had about 13 police officers shot in the line of duty. I'm not going to get into the specifics of how many died, but look, when that happens, right, when the police, which is real, are in a position of being targeted, whether you like them or not. I have no real love for police, the ones that are not doing their jobs correctly. What happens is, the everyday common citizen, and I'm talking about the minorities, because we know that's who gets the brunt of all the negative impact of policing. The regular, everyday people, the citizens, the workers, you know what I'm saying, the students, the teenagers that's doing things with their life, they are the ones that will end up being victimized. It's never the criminals that end up paying the brunt. And what's going on now is even crazier, because the way it's looking, the district attorneys and even the mayor of the city, they more on the sides of the criminals. And by doing that, like I said, they're not going to bear the brunt of the negative impacts of the policing that's about to go down. So we got to, you know what I'm saying, we got to call out the BS, man. We got to call it out, and we got to do what we can as citizens. to not allow this stuff to fester, man, because these police getting gunned down is not a good look for the rest of the population. I'm talking about my minorities, my blacks, my Hispanics, whoever it is. I'm not saying all of us in the streets is doing negative, but when something negative is affecting the police, it's going to trickle down. So in this city, man, we got to be aware and stay vigilant, man, because it's about to get crazy out here. And I hate the fact that I'm a father of 2 young boys in this city, and they're young, but I'm gonna have to really put on them to respect authority. Like, I mean, they got a job to do just like everybody else. Their job is a little more dangerous. But the thing, when they're being targeted, then, you know what I'm saying, innocent bodies get put away. So look, New York City, man, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. All across the country. I'm not saying fall in love with the police or back to blue and none of that. It's not a political statement, but I'm saying that we have to be vigilant because there are elements in society that are targeting police. And like I said, at this stage of the game, it's been 13 police officers shot. When them police start not just really fearing for their life, but when their lives are really in jeopardy, you know what I'm saying? A routine interaction with the police can go left real quick. So look, man, let's just be vigilant. Let's be prayerful that things change and that, you know what I'm saying, that we can come together with these police and let them know that we all not bad guys out here. But with that, you know what I'm saying, I want to thank y'all for giving me your time. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to drop those jewels on you peoples. I appreciate my subscribers. If you're new, subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below because I'm still looking to get into this algorithm. So with that, I appreciate you. Have a blessed one, and get you on the next one. Peace.